Good morning, my friends on Facebook. It is so good to see you guys. Good morning. Good morning. I am here. Pop on in. I am in Mansfield, Texas with these guys. So I'm gonna step aside and just let these guys hang out with you and lead the call today. Come on in, Nick, because the guys on the webinar didn't see you. Good morning, you guys. I got a special guest today. I'm live broadcasting live from Mansfield, Texas. I'm out here with the LaValle team. You guys say hi to Nick and Kirsten. Woo! I love it, man. Nick, say something to these guys.
Something. Well, good morning, everyone. Is everyone ready to rock and roll? Everyone ready to get their relentless on? Nick. So good morning. Good morning.
There it is.
Yeah, so here he is in Texas.
I'm excited.
Still has his jacket on.
It's so cold, man. It is freezing. So tell these guys what you're doing out here this week.
Oh, we are putting on our very own first retreat. And so we asked Jamil to come on out and pour some life into the team in the midst of pouring life into the team, because that's what he's doing here. So heart, life. And so now we're going to be spending the next 3 days from here till Sunday. We're going to have our retreat, and we're going to have just a whole bunch of activities and lessons and sessions, and it's going to be a blast. We're really looking forward to getting together. First time in over a year. So
let's go.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Well, we got a big day for you guys. Yep. My friend Erika is coming on. We're about to see if we can send her the Zoom link and see if we can get that. So you guys go on and give us some inspiration in the chat while I get Erika all situated here. Give me like 2 seconds so I can make sure that she can get on. I see you guys on Facebook. That is good stuff.
I'm checking that now.
Yeah. And so I'm just going to have her come in as a normal sort of panelist, and then I'll bring her on. Hey, Erika, darling, come on this Zoom, and once you're on, shoot me a text in here and let me know that you're on, and then I'll bring you on over to the webinar side with me. All right, so how you guys doing? How was yesterday for you? Oh, look at her. She's on. Look at that. Well, that was easy. What's up, mama? You're on so give me a second. What I'll do is let me introduce you properly, because I got to introduce my girl properly, and then we'll bring you on and have you talk to these fine individuals. So I'm so excited for you guys. Before we bring Erika on, I want to check in really fast. How are you guys doing? How are you feeling? How was yesterday for you? You know, yesterday we talked about, you know, such an important concept, which was lighting yourself on fire. And I always, you know, after the calls, I go back and I think about, okay, well, what did we do? And was that beneficial for them, right? Because the goal is to help all of us, to help you guys, to help this team. You know, what we're doing is really, really important in the world. But it's very hard to do if we still have these concepts and we still have these fears, and if we don't see ourselves the way, well, Morpheus sees us, right? So I just want to check in really fast. How are you guys doing? And are you guys taking these concepts and putting them into action? Because that's what this whole thing is about. And Erika's going to talk about it today. I mean, she's going to talk about so many different things that she's been able to go out and do, but we have to actually do the work and do the action. So I just want to check in. So today we have a very special person to me. You know, I've known Erika now for a few years, and she's just one of those people that, I mean, she's gifted, she's talented, but she's passionate. I think if I was to use any word about her, it would be that. It would be passionate and driven. And I think she saw, this opportunity. And when she saw the opportunity and really what was possible, she took it and she really ran with it. But she is incredible. She's a great mom. You'll see that first and foremost. She's dedicated. She's an amazing wife. She has energy. I see them traveling all over the place now. I never know of where they at. They in California, they in Mexico, they in Europe. I have no idea. And she's part of a fantastic team. She's got great mentors, and I strongly consider her a friend and an inspiration. So I want you guys to sit back and really enjoy this conversation and take a lot of notes and wisdom, but more importantly, be inspired to take the nuggets that she's going to drop and really go out there and start using them and investing them, so that you can have great withdrawals. So, my friend, good morning. How are you doing this morning? Let these guys know Erika is in the house. How are you? Good morning. You're on mute. There it is.
Thank you, my Jamil. Good morning. Thank you. I feel so honored to be next to you. And thank you so much for the introduce. First of all, English is not my first language, okay? I'm a Latina and Mexican, so my English is not perfect. I'm still taking classes. So just to let you guys know. Thank you, my Jamil.
So tell these guys a little bit about you, because I know enough about you and your husband and your family to know that you guys are incredible and sort of know your starting space from where you started, and how you got here to now presidential directors, the first Mexican-born presidential director that I know in Optavia. But maybe give these guys a little bit of background and insight to your story.
Sure, Jamil. Well, first of all, I came from Mexico. I came illegally. I was here. I already have here 20 years. And for the past 16 years, I was working as whatever is available for me. Waitress. I was also doing bookkeeping, accounts payable, receivable. I went to the adult school to learn English. I try to always have two jobs because one is not enough to send money to my parents, right? So, and to my brothers, the one has finished the university in Mexico, I have to work really hard to pay my own bills and send some money to them. So wasn't easy since the beginning. And then no complaining, but it's the truth, where I'm coming from. And after I get married, everything was good and food was great and I was overweight, and it was kind of frustrating because I can get pregnant for 5 years. So the food was like the first complement addiction for me, for myself. So I get gordo, like super extra fat.
Sure.
When I get pregnant, I get pre-diabetic, and I get birth and I was still pre-diabetic. So I remember when my first son has 1 year old, I went to bingo and I saw a lady. He's an American pretty woman, tall woman, big woman also, size 22. And I saw her transformation. She was shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. And I find her on social media, Facebook, by the way, and I follow her. And she never mentioned about the company name or diet or pills. And I was waiting for her to say what kind of pills she's doing,
Sure.
because I was already doing so many programs. So when I finally asked her, she told me about this program. I said, whatever, I'm going to do it. And my husband was my first blocker. And he says, another diet? I said, whatever, I'm going to do it without or with you. So I have no money on my credit cards because you don't even know, so many baloney on the back. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to find a way. So I make 2 year sales because one was not even enough. And he gets so embarrassed and he says, what are our neighbors are going to think about you?
Right.
That we are poor. I said, that's the truth. And then he feels like so red all the time and he's so mad. Those 2 Saturdays that I went in the front of our house, we went in a house, and then I said, you know what, it's your opinion, I'm going to do this is my last chance, let me see, because I saw her, so has to be true, whatever she's doing, even if I have to eat in whatever. So I did the program, I saw the results on my first month, I was like
Wait. Let me just stop you for a second. Why did you keep pressing forward even though your husband was blocking you and he was embarrassed and you didn't have the money? Like, why would you go through all that effort to even get on plan?
I I was like sick and tired to be sick and tired. And I was like, this is enough. And then I don't feel comfortable on my own skin because I was using wearing size 18.
Mm-hmm.
I taken metformin, is a pill for pre-diabetic people, and the
Sure.
doctor said if you don't lose weight, we are going to prescribe you insulin.
Mm.
I tried the insulin for 11 days. The people who don't know about what I'm talking about, it's like when you shot on your stomach or your legs
Mm-hmm.
and feel like it's burning inside of you. So was for my health and was because I feel so bloated and
Sure.
tired, no energy. And then also I saw the picture that she's was posting, my coach. I saw her that she looks fantastic. She
Yes.
like positive, and then I want what she has on that moment. I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh my God, if I'm eating this, I'm gonna feel the same way." I don't know,
Yeah.
but I have to try it. And when I collect all my old stuff to sell on a yard sale, was not even enough. So I have to ask friends, like my best friends, did you have clothes that you don't use, or like
Wow.
those? And I feel embarrassed by
Yes.
that time. I remember because I feel like, oh my God, I don't even have enough things to do another yard sale because we was limited. We live in check by check.
Mm-hmm.
And when you know about those things, it's like frustrating because it's no more credit card room to put another box or
Right.
to do anything.
Right. Okay. So you eventually get the money. You're asking friends to give you extra clothes and stuff so that you can go sell it. You jump on program, and then what sort of happens from there?
And then on the second month, my husband Poncho says, "Oh, no way. Are you going to be the king of the yard sales or what?" And then I was like, "Oh, I can ask another friends." And he said, "No, no, 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 no way." So he asked kind of,
Right.
and then I said, "You know what? I'm going to find a way." So I asked my best friend. On my pregnancy, they stopped me when I was 7 months. I was without job.
Right.
And when I was 8 months pregnant on my first child, my husband get off, laid off, I don't know,
Laid off.
laid off from his job. So I was on disability and he was on unemployment. It's
Uh-huh.
no way to survive with a baby's coming, the first baby's coming. So my best friend, she borrowed me $9,000 month by month, like 2,000 to
Wow.
pay rent and bills.
Sure. It's a good
So
friend.
by that time, I already owned her nine. And then when I asked her, "Do you think you can do me the last favor, another 200? I will pay you. I promise you. I don't know how, but as soon as I can have a second job, I will pay you."
Sure.
And she says, "Here's the $200 to become
Wow.
a coach."
Sure.
And I
Oh,
was so red, like you don't even know, like I was embarrassing because I already owed her so much money.
right.
But she says, "Go ahead." So I start asking my close friends. I was so scared to put my picture
Wait,
on social media
let's rewind real fast. So your first month, I'm sure you obviously had progress, right? You had started your transformation and you wanted to become a coach so that you can continue on program. It sounds like you asked your friend for the extra $200. Most people wouldn't do that.
because
You
most
see what
people
I'm
doesn't
saying?
have um, like they feel comfortable and they don't look for more. I wasn't comfortable at all on my finances, on my marriage, on my daily living, on everything. I was no okay.
Yes.
And then I know it's something more outside, but I don't even know because my only dream on that time is pay rent and bills. I
Mm,
had no dream by that time. I have no dreams at all. Be honest to you. What kind of dreams you can have if you live in check by check? just to pay my comadre, my best friend, and I don't even have a second job to pay her.
Wow. So what happens from there?
And then I was so embarrassed. And then I remember I find you because I put, okay, this is the company name. Can I say the company name or no?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this is Optavia. And then I start research about everything about Optavia because I'm a coach. And I was feeling on a par because I said, oh my God, who wants to have who in the world wants to have this coach? I was fat and I was like hopeless and I was like down. But I was thinking and thinking, okay, I think it's more people like me outside.
Yes.
And then I think I'm not the only one. And I think I'm not the only broke woman on this country. And I think I'm not the only one with this situation. You know what? I'm going to do a Facebook Live. And then I was so scared. And then I change my profile picture. And I said, I'm not a Barbie. Okay. I'm just trying to this nutrition program. I already lost 14 pounds on my first month. It's real. I don't take pills. I don't do exercise because I have 2 back surgeries. People know me like, but at that time I only have 135 Facebook friends. And then I have no coach because my coach doesn't speak Spanish. My English wasn't good. So it was like miscommunication.
Yeah.
And then I have to find for resources. And I remember when I find you on optavia.com events and pop up your event on LA.
Yes, I remember we did that.
Yes, and you was with Emily, I remember.
Yeah.
And then I just drove with my comadre. And she was next to me and she said, you're crazy. You don't even know these people. Why are we going? And I said, I don't even know. Just they say the name and they have an event and let's go see what it is.
Yeah. And so, I remember that. I remember when you came, even then, you were just, why are you like that? You were like, you didn't even know what was going on. You know what I mean? Like you had no idea, but you were energized. Oh, I remember that.
Imagine I already lost like 20 pounds in 2 months and I became a coach. I don't even know what coach means by that time. But I started helping friends, like a few co-workers, just 5. I just need 5 to pay my bucks. Yeah. To be honest to you, I don't even look anything about Optavia. I'm just I want help more than I want to offer help because I have to be honest with you. I was not looking for nothing other than my bucks.
Yes. Yes.
But I want to learn more because I said, okay, if I want to be a coach, I have to answer some questions that I don't even know nothing about this program. My coach never answered. She texted me a few times. If it's on your guide, is there. If not, you cannot have it because I asked about beans and Mexicana. So, and she never said yes or no. She says, if you find it on the guide, it's yes. If not, no.
Right.
So, okay. So.
Right. Oh my gosh. So yeah. So you came to LA. You brought your comadre.
Yeah.
And I remember when you came in, and I remember as you were leaving, and you were taking pictures, and you were excited. And then I just remember we would have more events, and you would drive, and you lived like 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And you would just come, and then I would go to an event in Arizona, and you would be there. And so what happened? So what changed from you wanting to just pay for your box to obviously who the woman you are now? And I got to tell you guys, I don't think Pancho's complaining anymore. I see this guy playing golf on the most luxurious resorts now. Like, is he ever at home? I just see him all over the place now.
Oh, we are home. But yeah, this is crazy. This is like, sometimes I feel embarrassed. Like, oh my God, I don't even want to post things because I don't feel like you're the last Coca-Cola in the desert. No, I'm not. But these things is amazing. Everyone should know the potential that we have.
Yeah. Because
I remember when I started, like, I was like 3-4 months, a leader from my organization called and says, oh, we are going to have a convention in Texas. I remember 4 years ago. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want to do sales. Thank you. Boom.
Right.
And then he continued calling me and said, hey, you should go. You already hit ED. I don't even know what ED means. And I said, I don't want to do sales. Thank you. I just want my free bucks. And then I remember when I received my first bonus for ED,
Yeah.
I called the Bank of America. I said, hey, guys, you did something wrong. I don't want to touch that money. I don't know who sent me that money.
Sure.
I don't want to get in trouble because I do my papers for citizen, for
Yeah.
resident
Yes.
citizen.
Yes.
So I don't want to do frauds or anything. And then they said, no, like the company of Optavia, they want to make you the deposits. They make the deposit. You call them. So I have to call Optavia and figure out by myself, what is this for?
Sure. So wait a minute, time out. How do you hit executive director when you're not even trying?
Because I start posting on Facebook. I remember a boot camp. I don't even know what it is, but I said this
Sure.
trainings. So I figured it out by myself. And then be honest to you, in the beginning, I don't even understand, just like less than the 1/4 of the trainings. I'm just listen and watch and listen and watch. And then I have to Google Translate. And then I said, okay, they say post 3-3. I remember Dan Bell says 3x3x3x3, like 3 posts, 3. And I
Sure.
said, okay, if they say 3, I'm going to do 5 or 6
Yes.
by 6x6.
Yes.
Because I want more. I need it. I need it.
Right.
And as soon as I start helping people, I add more friends. They said, okay, add friends from your friends. And I start adding friends from friends. I start only with 135 people, 100 from Mexico, like a few from here.
Sure.
I was private or what, I don't know, but I
Yeah.
was private. So
Yeah.
when I start looking those trainings, I do everything that I understand. I start
Sure.
applying my page. I
Right.
say, okay, 3, or I'm doing the double, 6x6x6x6. And people started like, what it is that I want what you have. Some
Sure.
people don't even ask me about what is the product, what is the name of the company. They just saw me what I'm posting. I'm cooking cauliflower pizza crust. Now we are going to make tamales, zucchini tamales, and I'm doing my Facebook live videos. And I
Sure.
said, oh my God, month number 3, and I already lost like 22 pounds.
Yeah.
Who wants to join me? I think I just passed my passion on
Yes.
Facebook,
Oh my gosh. Yes.
and that's all I did.
Wow. So you go to this convention, even though you don't want to be a salesperson, and what happens?
And then my mentor put me on the white chairs, on the VIP, very important people. I don't even know if it's white or pink. I said, whatever chair is fine for me. And then he put me on the front. I saw you there. I saw Dogwood. I saw so many people. I shake hands with Dr. A, and I take my first picture with Dr. A. I don't even know who was Dr. A. I said, I know him from somewhere. I know him. And when I came back from that convention, I said, it's on my book. Oh my God. I'm shaking hands with the men of the book. I feel embarrassed, but it's the truth, Jamil. I cannot lie to you. And I
Right.
said, oh my God, I was next to him. And I said,
Yeah.
hey, senor, how you doing? I don't even call him doctor.
Right.
I call him senor. Oh my God, imagine. And then see, when I was there, I don't even find one Latino. I said, why? It's just white people.
You're preaching to the choir, my friend. Yesterday I did a whole call for an hour about lighting yourself on fire. And I told them, Erica, I said, you don't need to know all this stuff. You just got to go. You are the prime example of what I was trying to tell them yesterday. You don't need to know all that stuff. No. You just gotta go. Like, knowing all that stuff is good, as you would attest to for sure. But man, you just gotta have passion, dude. You just gotta have passion. So with it being at that convention, first of all, you guys, I don't want you to miss this detail. She actually went to the convention. That is a huge detail that I don't want anyone to miss, because I remember I wasn't going to go, Erica. I didn't think I had the money. I didn't think that I could afford it. I didn't think I had the time, all that stuff, right? That all of us kind of do. But you went. And so did anything happen to you while you're there? Like, did you start seeing things bigger? Because at this point, you were only thinking, I just need to pay for my food. Like, at what point did it change to where you were like, okay, do I think that I can really go impact a whole bunch of people and start doing very well for my family?
I think when they separate me in a different room with a few Latinos,
Mm,
and they asked me to share my story. Graciela was there, a lady
yeah,
from Octavia. And then she said, can you please share with a few Latinos here your story? Why did you become a coach? And everybody was laughing at there because I told I came from my yourself. And then
yeah,
I just want my free box and all those kind of stuff. It was funny. And then I remember when I saw people and I saw that there was doctors, dentists,
yes,
uh, people with
yeah,
profession, and they quit their job just to become a coach. And I said, why they do that? And I asked my mentor, and then he says, oh, because you get paid very well if you do the work. And I said, can I get more than the 2 or 3 thousand? Because by that time I start paying my credit cards. I remember when he invited me to the convention, my husband think that he's flirting with me, like, oh my God, something's going on. I said, I know I lose weight, but it's not that kind. He has a sexy wife. And then, because he's a macho man, a Mexicano, right? And then
right,
he said, oh, what's going on? He called you every Tuesday? And then now he wants you to fly to Texas with only him, or what's going on?
sure,
I said, no, the wife is going and you should go too. And then my mentor needs to talk to him, by the way. Oh my God, I feel so embarrassed. And then I told my mentor, I don't have the money to go. And then I don't want more bills. And then he says,
right,
you pay for your flight, I pay for your entrance and your stay, like the hotel there. And I said,
sure.
no, when I'm gonna pay you back? And then he said, you will never pay me back. You
Never
will
pay me
pay
back.
forward.
That's right.
And
Oh my gosh. Say that again. Say that again. Say that
he said,
again.
you never will pay me back. You will pay them forward to someone else. And then by that time, I don't even know what that means. And I said, pay him forward. But he's flirting with me. I thought that he likes me. And they're like, no, something's going on. He's too hot for me. Like, what? Because honest, who's gonna pay for you or give you like $100 credit or whatever, right?
No, I know. Trust me. I know. It's
With
amazing.
with a good intention.
I know. It was strange to me too. It was strange. And I tried to tell, I think it was yesterday, I was saying, isn't Optavia good? Like, I don't know other places. I don't even know churches like this, Erica. I'm gonna just be real and straight up. I don't. I don't. It's it's crazy. I don't. So okay. So you're in the room, you're sharing your story, and is it at that moment you're like, okay, I think that I see all these doctors, I see these people that's left their practices that have done this. I think I can do it.
Yeah, because they don't ask me for college degree. They don't ask me to be a coach. They don't ask me for finish high school or whatever. They
Yeah.
don't ask for anything, just to continue helping people. And by that time, I said like, something is weird. Something is weird. This is true. And then I remember after convention, I feel like, oh, my body was like, boom, like, oh my God, something good happened. I remember when I saw a big screen outside of those big rooms, and then they said, okay, this is the percentage that you can make if you
Yeah.
have 3 years, whatever, and this is the people that you have to help to earn this money, da da da. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are millionaires.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's not many Latinos. I have to bring all my friends, cousins, and aunts, and everyone,
Yeah.
because this is crazy. And I remember I feel so scared to ask people, like the few clients, like 20 clients. I feel like embarrassed. How do I gonna ask them to become a coach? So, be honest to you, I was like afraid, scared, um, embarrassed for a year. My first
Mm.
year of coaching, just clients.
Mm-hmm.
Into I went to the second event on Arizona. I saw you there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember it's by qualifications. And then I qualified to go there, 180 to senior coach. I just
Sure.
have my comadre, of course, and
Mm-hmm.
another friend became a coach, 5 senior coaches, da, da, da. And then I remember that's the when I bloomed, my brain was like crazy when the people said, okay, stand up if you make 2,000. Everyone
Yes, I
on that room
remember that.
make 2,000.
Yeah, yeah.
Now sit down the rest. And then the ones they make 5,000. And when they say 5,000, I was the only one sitting down. I said, oh my God, all these people make 5,000. I saw like, it's only me sitting down.
Sure.
And everybody was like up 10,000, 15, 20, 30, 50. I said, well, no. A month or a year? A
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
And I think on that moment, I felt something. I felt like goosebumps
Yeah.
on my body. And I said, God, thank you for this opportunity. I started
my
crying
God.
that day.
Wow.
I started crying.
Erika, why don't... Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
And I remember when I was crying because I said, oh my God, this is my American dream. I started building my American dream because I said, if I can make 5,000, I can start saving to pay my comadre. My first goal was to pay my comadre.
Sure.
And then I said, what I need to do. I don't care if I feel like an apple, like a tomato so red in front of the camera to ask people who wants to join me, who wants to become a coach. And I sitting with my mentor. I always listen to my mentor. Sometimes I'm not do what he says because I feel embarrassed. So embarrassed in the first year. But after that event, I remember I said, what I need to do to get 5,000. And I feel embarrassed because he always asks me, but I never have the right answer to him. He always says, how much money do you need to quit your job?
Yes.
How much money do you need to survive? How much money do you need to feel comfortable and free? And I always feel like so uncomfortable to talk about money because I said, what he's going to think about me, like that,
Yeah.
so many stuff. And then I'm not like them, they güeros, Americans, and Mexican. Maybe I don't deserve this kind of life. It's just for them.
Sure.
Why this is gonna happen to me?
Right.
I don't even speak good English.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the Zooms, the books. I have to read like 2-3 times to understand your book. I have my separation. And then I have to pay and buy books in English and in Spanish.
Wow.
Because I don't understand mucho English, and sometimes it takes me forever to Google it and then process on my brain. So I have to find the way. I have to have so many books that you mentioned because I follow you. You are one of my 5 favorite people in the world because you was my first inspiration, Jamil. I remember when I saw you, when I listened at you in LA, I'm like, wow. If this can happen to him, when I hear your story, where are you coming from?
Sure.
I said, he's like me, and he's real. He's not born rich and have mucho money and college and all those kinds of. He's just like me. I feel like compatibility with you.
Understand.
And even if I'm not from your line, even if I'm not your coach or my mentor, I take you like my mentor.
Yeah.
And then I follow you. You have the star on my Facebook screen. Like I saw you first. Because I follow what Octavia said. Follow the leaders, follow the people that you feel passionate about them, do what they do. And I saw always that you talk about books. And then I said, if he's having that life, it's because he's preparing himself and he input on his brain. So I have to do the same that he's doing to have the same results, right?
It's so good. It's so good. I mean, you're it's I'm speechless. So you say you're seeing $5,000. If I could do that, man, that'd be great. I'll pay my friend back. You still owe her at least $9,200 at this time, right? So what do you do? What do you do from there?
So I start connect on social media because on that time I don't even know what is Instagram, just Facebook. And then I start doing Facebook lives. And I said, okay, since a year ago, I started this nutrition program. I love my results. I don't gain the weight again because we have a healthy habits and this and that, 4 elements, the 4 components. And
Sure.
I start explaining people on my Facebook Live. I never mention Optavia. I
Are
always
you
say
doing these lives in English and Spanish or just?
on both, in English and in Spanish. More in Spanish because my community is Latinos. I don't have muchos American
So
friends.
what I hear about our community so much, and let me know if you hear, is that it's harder, right? Like people don't have the money or they don't like the food or all these things, right? All this stuff. How have you been able to build a presidential director business with mostly with folks in your community when everyone else is using all these excuses? We don't have the resources, we don't have the life book in Spanish. Like, how are you able to do this when it seems like so many are having challenges? Are you just not having these challenges or what?
I have the same challenges like everyone else. I think even more because the English barrier, but that's just an excuse. Because if you want something really bad, you find a way.
Hmm.
If not, you will find the excuses. And the worst part is that you put those excuses on your brain and you trying to others believe on your excuses.
Yes.
Sick.
Oh my
That's
God.
like shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's true. Like I always told my team, if you really want something, go for it. Don't put excuses. Excuses doesn't work. And I'm the proof of that. On the first year becoming a coach, I paid my comadre the $9,000
Wow.
just because of Tavia.
What was that like?
Oh, I was crying when I paid her. I said, man, if it's not for you, I don't know what in the world can happen to me and my family without paying rent. And without those $200, because I have no mucho friends, just a few, I don't even know if I became a coach without these $200. When I mentioned my husband about those $200, he said, no way, we are so limited. I collecting week. That's the 8 months that I collecting week. For the people who don't know, is like food stamps week for the baby.
Yeah.
And then
Milk and
8
cheese.
months, 8 months, I collecting those. So I remember I was trying to go, but I feel scared because I own my process to do my legal status here.
Sure.
So I prefer to not depending on the government. I said, no, but I really need it.
Right.
So
Right.
when I pay her, I feel like, oh my God, if I can pay this 9,000, I can make another 9,000 to start paying my credit cards.
Yes.
It's nothing impossible. It's just here. If you believe it in yourself, oof, you can do anything, my amigo, in the world. But if you continue, be fearless and start like, oh, what my cousin is gonna think. I remember one time I hear you when you said, okay, if you have people who make you feel uncomfortable on your social media, take them out. And I start delete all the relatives from my husband. Block them. I don't tell you what to do, okay, guys? But I was doing that because I felt so uncomfortable when my sister-in-law saw me and then she's, oh my God, with the Lawson program. And she's always making bad comments.
Sure.
And then I trying to explain the good thing about this opportunity. And then she's like, oh, I don't like sales, da, 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 da. And I said, okay, fine. But I take them away because she make me feel, I let her make me feel uncomfortable. So I said, take the bad vibes and let me add more fresh people, new people that I don't even know. Sure. All the team, I only know my comadre.
Wait, say that again.
The team that we have right now is 240 coaches on our organization.
Sure.
And the only one I know is my comadre. The rest, I don't know none of them.
Wow.
All of them, I made them from Facebook. Friends from friends from friends from friends. And then I have this coaching business for 3 years. Because my first year, I was just coach for clients. And you know what was super funny, Jamil? Because when my mentor told me about if you pass the kids, if you offer others, I said, no, I don't want competition in my town. Oxnard, California is only one health coach.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to pass the, oh my God.
Scarcity.
You know, and then I feel like selfish. Imagine I having 2,000 extra and I'm gonna share with someone else. I said, no way.
Yeah.
And then he sit with me and then he explained me and said, for real? I can make money like this just to pass what I know? Yes.
Sure.
So I start doing what my mentor suggests. So always follow your mentor. And if you don't know what to do, ask him. But you have to find a way. I don't even know how to Zoom works. I have to find out.
Mm-hmm.
And he only give me 10 minutes a week. And he don't tell me what to do. He just said, connect them to us.
He gives you 10 minutes a week?
Since then through now.
That is awesome. I think I got to change up my strategy a little bit then.
Let's talk about this.
And then he never told me what to do. He never told me what to do. He says, how many Zooms do you watch this week? What are you applying on those Zooms?
Yes.
What's your next goal? What are you going to do? It's everything about me. I have to present to him what I'm going to do. He's never like, post on social. No. He says, watch the Zooms.
Right.
And do what they say.
Love it.
And I'm just doing that.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So what did you do then? So you made this decision, right? And I know in what sort of range your income is in. I got to tell you guys, it's a lot more than $5,000 a month. So when you made this decision, what did you do?
So I make the decision to start offer this gift because it is a gift. And I remember I asked him, how many times do I have to ask people to become a coach, or if they interest on do a coach explorer? And then he says 10. From every 10, it's gonna be one yes.
Oh.
And I remember I worked 2 months and I told him, you are a liar.
Uh-huh.
And then he says, what? Yes, you're a liar. I already asked 34 times to different people and everybody saying no.
Wow.
And I remember I was crying that day because I felt tired, like, you know, like exhausted. I said, what I'm doing wrong? And I asked him, I need your help. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
Sure.
Because no one wants to become a coach. I think they don't trust me, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And then he says, just talk about your heart. Just talk about your story, like why you became a coach.
Right.
Just talk about that you already pay your comadre.
Yes.
Just talk about this extra money on your table.
Sure.
And I start doing more Facebook. I'm not give up. I said, I'm not going to give up.
Why won't you give up? Why won't you? Why are you like this? Because listen, man, I've done this for a long time. I've been around so many people. There's hundreds of people on this Zoom that are listening to me all month long, and they haven't done one action step, or maybe 2, or at the most maybe 5. Why won't you just stop? Why would you do yard sales? Why would you go ask? Why would you read books in 2 different languages? What is wrong with you?
I think because I don't have what you have. For example, I don't speak perfect English. You do. I don't finish my college or my high school here. I finished college in Mexico, but not here. You have friends from college, right? You have friends from church. You have friends from sports, because I saw you the sport that you like. I don't understand that sport, but I saw you. I see your magazine and then the newspress. I follow. I know your life. You're my favorite. So I don't have friends with many years ago from here in the United States like you.
Yeah.
So I have to work my butt more than you.
Yes.
In order to get the life that you have.
Right.
But we know difference. You have a brain, I have ears, you have a nose.
Yes.
We both have an eyes, we both have the same 24 hours.
Yes.
The same. So if you can do it, what I'm not, what do you have difference other than the one I mentioned? Nothing else. Just the excuses. Maybe you have more excuses. And maybe I'm tired of my own excuses. I
Mm,
can told you 100, 1,000 excuses because I'm different from you. But I
right.
said, no, you know what? If all those Americanos, güeros, if they can do it, why I cannot?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
said, no. And then there is more Latinos or more Afros or more Chinese or more Hindus or whatever. They need to hear about this. Why is only güeros?
Mm,
When you go to a convention, it's only white people there. I said, why?
yeah.
But you know what? The güeros, the Americans, most of them, they're so spoiled.
Mm,
They have everything. Food stamps, government help, section 8, 11, 12. I don't know how many sections are.
yeah.
And then,
We're on all of them.
yeah,
Well,
you have,
however many there are, we were on all of them.
yeah. And then we don't. So I said, no, it's something the people needs to know about this.
Yeah.
And I just share what helps me the first year, an extra income.
Yes.
And I told moms, if you're there, I know you're only waiting for your husband to give you money.
Sure.
Guess what? You can have your own money.
Yes.
Working from home, you only have to have cell phone.
Yes.
And then I started just to spread the word and just sharing what changed me. And
Yeah.
then I think people notice because they can tell like, oh my God, she's starting going out, and I'm not bragging anything, but going out the lunch with a few coaches. Let's go
Mhm.
lunch on Friday. Let's go take a picture. And I said, before I know go lunch because I don't even afford it.
Sure.
Things like that. I do my nails before. I never have money to do my nails. I put color on my hair, like little things. The
Yeah,
other
but you know
woman.
what you're a master at? You're a master at talking about that stuff. You're a master at doing your nails and talking about how you're able to do that because you're a coach. You're a master at going to lunch on a Friday, but talking about that because you have the freedom to do that as a coach. You're a master at getting people together and taking pictures and talking about how I'm here with my friends because I have the opportunity to coach, right? So you're a master at taking even the smallest thing and
Mhm.
showing people how they can have that because you've decided to coach. So it seems like that's kind of what changed for you. I'm sure you're still taking care of a lot of clients, but it's like something switched for you to where you're like, I got to give this away for people who's looking to have just a healthier overall life.
Yeah, I started to be a selfish person because I was selfish. I only want to be the only one in town. That's
Sure.
crazy. But I also think about my comadre. And guess what happened? She never wants to be a coach. Into the third year, I became a coach. So
Wow.
she always reject me. No, no, no. We know the same people. She always say that. I said, no way. You have cousins on Arizona or whatever.
Sure.
But she's always said, no, no, no. So I said, I want this for you, comadre. No, thank you.
Right.
I don't even know how to talk like you talk. I said, how do I talk? Like cotorro. Cotorro is like bird, like.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, that's just an excuse. But one day you became a coach because I saw you with the passion to become a coach and to help more people. So I always told her, coach, hey, coach. And she said, oh, stop it. Stop it.
Right.
And then when I saw a good client, like, oh, I'm doing super good, and then I lost this one, I said, you know what? You can become a coach and you can start changing people's lives. Like I changed your life, you can change others' lives.
Yeah.
And I received many no's. No, 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 no. I remember Mari Sapien, she's cleaning houses for the rest of the life. And when I asked her, she was my 35. She says, yes. And I said, let me think about it. But I don't have time. That's why you should become a coach.
Yes.
So you can have
Exactly.
more time.
Exactly.
So every excuse that people say to me,
Is
I
why
use this like the why. I reverse.
Yep. I don't have the time. That's why you should coach. I don't have the money. That's why you should coach. I don't have the freedom. That's why you should coach.
Mhm.
Right? I mean, yes.
And then I start asking people, and so many say no, no, no. On my 35, I find the first one say yes. And
Wow.
I work with her, and I start sharing. Okay, look, this income is $2,000. Can you believe it? And then when the income started increasing, 3,000, and I get so nervous when I hit 4,000. I shake in my hands, and I said, I call my mentor, and I said, I'm gonna quit my job. And he said, no, stop. You have to have a budget, 6 months,
That's
rent,
right.
bills. I
That's
said,
right.
whatever. I'm gonna quit my job. And he said, no, Erika, think about it. No. And then on my birthday, I remember 3 years ago, I went to my job and I said, thank you, 2-week notice. And they said, no, we give you the raise, the $2 raise. I said, I don't want your raise. Thank you so much. I have to take care of my family, my own business. And they look at me like, what are you talking about, selling bars? And you have your own business just to selling bars? My boss told me that. And I said, yes. And I make more money than here.
Yeah.
And she says, okay, then when everything is going bad, you can come back and you have your job. I give you 4 months. And I said, thank you so much. Later, I will invite you to lunch.
Right.
And I invite her to lunch too, 4 months later.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
So
then,
how, okay, go for it. Go for
no,
it.
and then I quit my job because by that time, my son Gael has a speech therapist.
Yeah.
And then I said, they always make me faces on my job, like, oh, again, or things like that. And I don't feel happy on that place. And I said, okay, what can I lose?
Wait, they would make faces. Why?
Oh, because I asked permissions for the therapist and or take him to the doctor or to a specialist or things like that. And they're always like, again.
You know what? So that the same thing happened to me. I remember asking for permission to go to my uncle Curtis's funeral, and I remember they were so, let's just say, not nice. And I remember thinking, I'm like 30 years old. Why am I still asking for permission? You see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it just, why is this normal? Why am I asking for permission? I'm a grown man and I'm still asking for time off. I got to come back when you want me to come back. There's no way. And it's just like, if something clicks at some point in time where you say, I'm never going to do that again. I don't care how much you pay me. Like, my dignity is the way that I honor myself is better in that. So that's kind of what was going through your mind when you're like, all these faces and stuff. Nah.
Yeah. And then I make the same money than on my job. So I said, I don't need you no more. I take the risk, I take the chance, and let's see what happens, because I have the control on what I'm doing. I have the control to even make more impact on people and
Sure.
get paid more.
Yes.
So when I hear all these things on Zooms, on all those trainings, I'm like, I feel so powerful. You don't even know. After each Zoom, I take my notes. I have my agenda. I have my clients list. I have everything. And then I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Yes. Yeah.
So I start asking people, asking people, and I hitting ranks like super fast.
Yeah.
And they call me, oh, and I receive those little pins and the letters from Optivia and all those kind of stuff. And it's been getting crazy. Be honest to you, every month the bonus is like, oh my God, what I'm doing good. I think I hit the lottery with this business. And I always tell the team, this is like winning the lottery.
It really
But
is.
you have to move your butt and do the action.
Yes.
Because if you only dreaming about it, but doing nothing, guess what? Nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to change in your life. You have to move your butt. You have to be on action. You have to be passionate about it. What I think is like people likes, or my community, I don't know about your community, talking to the truth. Don't pretend to be someone that you know are. Don't pretend to showing off with the fancy stuff or don't. No, I'm normal person, but I never promised you like, oh, do you want to earn 5,000? No, I always says, what $500 change on your budget? $100 more. I never talk about thousands of stuff like that. What did you do with an extra 500? Tell me about it.
Yes.
Pay your box, have more food, buy shoes for your kids. You don't even know. It's so many people outside that they living like me, check by check.
Yeah, like 75% of our country.
So I always trying to make them dream because people doesn't know how to dream. I don't even know how to dream 4 years ago, even 3 years ago. I was just want to dreaming about go vacation, but my only vacation one Las Vegas with a $300 to spend once a year and put it on the credit card, the hotel room, and just watching everything, and then just go to the Subway or McDonald's and go back.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only vacation we have before.
So how have things changed for you?
Oh, crazy. I pay my comadre, I pay my credit cards, we pay a car payment. I help more to my parents in Mexico. My husband started helping their parents in Mexico too. He quit his job.
Wait, wasn't he the same one that was blocking and talking all that trash?
Oh my God. And then when I ask him to stay home, he says, no, I'm going to do Uber on my free time.
Uh-huh.
Because the macho men is different than the Americans. You feel
Yeah.
like a mantenido. Mantenido means like, oh no, you pay me for stay home? No way. What my family is gonna think about it.
Right.
And then now we make a laugh about it. I said, so what? Did you tell them I take you out from work? Yeah, and I don't care. And now he's starting hanging around with other leaders playing golf. He don't even know what golf means. I told him, you don't even know before Optavia, you don't even know what that sports means. Mexicans doesn't play golf. Come on. And then now we went to vacations, and then he always trying to find a nice resort to playing golf. And I said,
Right.
it's crazy. And then, but he deserved it. He worked so hard his whole life.
Yeah.
He always have 2 jobs. He deserved it. And I'm so happy because my Jess changed 244 families already changed. Some of do nothing. Some of they don't want. Someone there, they have 1,000 excuses. And I just learn little by little. Time by time, I said, okay, maybe it's not your time. But when you want to find your own lotto ticket, it's here. But you have to follow the leaders, follow the Zooms, do what they said, what they suggest, because no one's told you what to do. It's about you. If you want it, you do it. If not, don't complain it. Yeah. And if you want something, prove it. Not just saying and filling out your map and dreaming about your dreaming house, your dreaming car. If you don't do nothing, nothing is going to happen from here to a year, from 3 years. Nothing is going to happen. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like, oh my God, this is overwhelming. Sometimes this is too much for me. Like what has happened like on this past year, because I'm like, presidential, and so many phone calls and so many Zooms and so many things. And then I feel like, oh my God, I can't believe it. And the paycheck and the more people is coming because it's like triple effect. And then company effect is happening right here.
Yes.
But you know what? I feel so blessed. And now I feel like I'm not work for my checks no more.
I understand.
I work from others to have the same thing.
Yes.
If they want it.
If they want
Maria Sapien, the cleaning house, the first one that I asked to become a coach, one of my first clients, she was cleaning houses. Last month, she just hit global director, and then she take her husband out of work, and she don't want it because he was working on the same company for 20 years. And then now they bought at home. And then now he's playing golf. I said, another Mexican playing golf? Oh my God, something's going on Optavia. One time Poncho take me, but I don't like playing golf. I don't even understand that game to hit the ball. No, but yeah.
So Erika, what do you say to the people that they're listening to your story and they've heard all of the where you come from to where you're at And in their mind, they're even thinking, well, that's her. She's special. She's unique. That can't happen for me. Even given where you started, I promise you there's people that are thinking that. What do
That's
you
not
say to
true.
them?
That's not true. Uh, it's a simple system. My system, if you wants to know, is my agenda. This is what my agenda looks. And if I go through the other, it's the same.
Mhm.
I block times and I work very intentional. This is the clients they start each week with me.
Sure.
I have full clients, but you know what? I do my best and I don't put excuses, and then I block time to work. When it's time to work, it's not just watching Facebook.
But you
I'm
have kids and you have a husband and you have a life. What do you mean block times? Like,
When I was working 40 hours, my office was my bathroom because my kid was a year and a half when I
mhm,
became a coach. So I came from work, make a dinner, and 6 or 7 to 9, I work with clients, adding friends on Facebook, comment on my clients, comment on people from Facebook. I always, since the beginning, I work my butt. I'm never stopped working. Now I have more freedom, of course,
sure.
because the income, because everything. But even though now I'm working my butt, I'm
Yeah.
not just sitting and relaxing and enjoying life because I'm lying. Like, no, I block my time since the beginning, and I say 2 hours because in the beginning I only work 2 hours because I have full time plus my
Sure.
baby. I get pregnant, so I was tired, and then I have to make dinner, cleaning house, da, 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 da. But I block time, and I talk to Poncho. You know what? I need these 2 hours. Take to the kids upstairs, and I'm gonna work on the bathroom because it's so many noises. I put
Right.
my earphones and I make phone calls, and then when I hear on one convention, if you want to have results, it's on your daily routine,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
I have to change my daily routine, and then I have to follow the system and say, they suggest, because they don't talk, they suggest to do the 3, I do 6 by 6 by 6.
Right.
They suggest to call on phone and talk to people, know about the program, about them, interest on them, so they will interest on my business or on my
Sure.
life. So I start about them.
Sure.
2 hours a day. But I sit in there, not just watching the novelas or just watching Netflix. Like, you guys have Netflix, we have the novelas. You
Right.
have news, I have bad news, good news, also only bad news on the TV. I start tuning off the TV, the novelas, and I'm like, okay, they suggest the compound effect. Okay, I find it on YouTube. It's in Spanish.
Right.
No excuses. So I start, oh my God. And I start like the compound effect, the 12 chips. So many, like, oh my God. And sometimes I have to stop and go back, and I stop and go back to process on my brain and said, this is gold. I'm gonna start implement on my own life
Yeah.
and sharing with others. And people like what you are. People don't like Optavia. People like you.
Yes.
You are the brand. You don't have to prove nutrition, calories, carbs. No. It's all about you guys. It's all about you, Jamil.
Yes.
You attract what you are. If you are full of shit, you attract full of shit people. Dramatics. Oh my God, because the COVID, the situation, the government, the Donald Trump, the economy,
Yeah.
it's baloney.
Yeah.
It's not true. It's just lying.
Yeah.
And then it's just about you. Okay, if you want to grow, put some good stuff on your mind. Turn it off the TV, turn it off Netflix, turn it off the bad news, and put your butt to work. It's nothing that you can do outside to change the world, but you can start on your own garage, on your room, with your husband, with your kids, with your business.
Yes.
And what this business needs is an agenda. Block the time for Zooms. Do your map. Order from your coach. Don't be a cheater. Don't
Yeah.
put your order under your dog name. No. If you start doing sneaky things, you have a sneaky business. But if
Yes.
you
Woo, let's
honestly,
go.
right?
Yes.
if you start doing good things, you feel good and you feel proud. I always enter my box, even if I'm not needed because I'm not gordo no more, I'm not fat. I start using my full box every month. The first day of the month, I place my order.
Yes.
To thank my coach. And you know what? My coach already quit. 3 coaches from there, they quit. Dun, dun, dun.
Sure.
So another coach from Texas, I don't even know him. He's my coach. I don't care. Because of him, I'm here.
Yeah.
Because he
Yeah.
quit, I became a coach. So I always thank with him, and I always order my box.
Yes.
And then I always have my agenda with me. My agenda is my boss. This is my boss. I have a boss, my agenda. And then I set goals. And I said, okay, if I want to have 40, 50, whatever clients you want to do, divide it on how many weeks. And on those weeks, do the damn work.
Yeah.
I have to do 3 Facebook Live. I have to post every day. I have to share a recipe before and after, pop up on Facebook. Like, come on, you have friends from years here. What is your excuses, Americans people? What kind of excuses you can tell me? And you know what? They're all baloney that we put it on our brains, and they want you, Jamil, or whatever coach your name is, to trust you. And poor people, poor woman, poor guy. Yeah, he's so dramatic. No. Put your excuses on the bathroom, flush it, and do the work and prove it, not just dream it.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We can easily be with you for 3 or 4 hours. You know, and I know that her agenda is her boss, because when I asked her to come on and we were trying to decide on days, I actually asked her for yesterday. And what did you tell me?
I'm sorry, Jamil, but it's my at 8:30 I have my team Zoom, the Latino community. So
Sure.
I already have my agenda there. So I have no room, but
Yeah.
another day I will work
But
with
another
you.
day. So your calendar is your boss. You know, you can always look at what someone's business is going to be like with going back and looking at their last 2, 3, 4, 5 months of their calendar. And if their calendar is not directing them in the right directions, then it's just not going to happen, right? You have to be structured. I love you so much. Do me a favor, text me your address when we get off of this. I want to send you something. I send you a few things. But you guys show Erika a lot of love by throwing a whole bunch of 7s into the chat. This is our way of saying thank you. I appreciate you so much. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you and your family. Tell Pancho, Amanda, and I say hi. And we got to get you to come down to hang out with us in San Diego too. Bring the family. It would be a great honor. Thank you so much, you guys, for being on today. Erika, I love you, my friend. You are a miracle, straight up. And these guys obviously appreciate you as well. Thank you for spending time with us. Bye, guys.